Have you just bought a property and paid top money for it, and are you worried that the mortgage valuation doesn't come back at the price you're paying for it? If it does, then this video could be for you. Hi there, Lee Everett from Lee Everett Property Advice, and over the last 18 years I've dealt with thousands and thousands of property transactions. So if you're after the best tips and advice on buying and selling property, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you get a notification every time we post a video. So let's get into the video. And so many first time buyers and people that require mortgages at the moment are having to pay very high prices historically for a property right now. And with multiple buyers that are offering on the same property, more often than not, some of these prices are going up and above of what the owner's originally asking for. In 18 years, I've never sold as many houses at or over asking price than I have in the last 6 months. And that's a trend which, until properties start coming onto the market, I think is going to continue for the foreseeable future. But what if you do agree a sale on a property and the mortgage valuation happens and the mortgage surveyor disagrees with the price that you're paying for it? There are 3 or 4 things which you can do to try and get round this, and in this video we're going to go over those options. Option 1 is try to renegotiate the price with the seller. It's a lot easier to do this once you've had your mortgage valuation and you have something in writing to state that the property has been downvalued, whether that be by a couple of thousand or 10, 15, 20,000 pounds. So if you've got that proof that the property has been downvalued by the mortgage valuation, you can go to the estate agent and say, look, the mortgage valuation has come back at X amount lower. Will the seller reduce their price? Now, just because the mortgage surveyor has said that, it doesn't necessarily mean that the owner will agree or have the financial ability to actually reduce the price of their house to meet what your surveyor says. So this isn't a certain way to get around it, but it's just one of the options you can ask. And if the owner says yes, fantastic. But if they say no, we have another option we can explore. So the second option is you could offer more security to your lender in the form of a bigger deposit. If you are fortunate enough that you do have some extra cash laying around, what you might be able to do is speak to your mortgage broker and say, would the lender be willing to lend a little bit more than what the surveyor said if I put a bit more money down? So if you're doing a 10% deposit and you need to add a few extra thousand to that to reduce the lender's risk, that is a possibility that could happen, but you would need to speak to your mortgage broker and action that to see if it is doable. The third option, which you could try and do, is appeal the valuation. Now, I've done this, as I said, 18 years, and I've not once had one surveyor that has admitted that they are wrong. I mean, nobody likes to admit they're wrong. It's human nature. But if you can find proof that the price you're paying for that particular property is worth it in the form of a comparable property that has sold recently at a rough price near the price you're paying, then that surveyor may look to readjust their figures. But again, this isn't a certainty, and most surveyors won't like to admit they were wrong in the first place. The last option, option 4, which I think you can possibly explore, is maybe trying a different lender. Now, each lender has their own criteria and risk factors that they want to adhere to. So a different lender may see that property at that price as okay. They may send around a different surveyor that agrees with the price you're paying. So it's worth exploring if the first 3 options haven't worked for you and you really want that property. So there are 4 options you can do if the property that you're buying has been downvalued. I hope it helps. If it has given you some advice, then please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe for more property related videos. Take care.